All right, guys, what is going on? Hope you guys had a great Easter. I'm recording on the Easter night, so anyone who celebrates it, you don't celebrate, happy Easter. Hope you guys had a great one. Quick programming note on this series: I'm going to be doing uploads Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with a potential bonus episode on Saturday, depending on how the week went and how much I get through. So, just letting you guys know of that. As you see today, we're going to be playing Benfica in the quarter final of the league. We got a nice draw. I'm really happy with that pick, but other than that, we really have slipped up. I think I'm going to call this episode the league slip up, because it kind of is. It started off well, it really did, and then it just fell off a cliff. So let's start off with the Leicester game. We can get to the latter game. This was one of those performances where pretty much everyone played well. Well, that's kind of a lie. I think Bruno Fernandes and Martial there did not get greens, which is interesting. I don't know what, I can't remember playing them because it was a while back, but wasn't the best game by them two, but the rest of the team really coming up, and Luca Digne there early on breaking the deadlock to make it 1-0. Pogba whips it out to Luca Digne here as he whips it into Thomas Lemar, whips it back post there for Senguis, who absolutely loved that. Just brilliant finish there. He's been on absolute fire this part of the season. Tillemans here finds out Senguis again. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'd love to actually know what it is, and he puts his second into the game with an absolute steamroller into the right corner. We did give up a goal to Leicester in the second half. Bit sloppy, I'd have to say, as Madison here gets it in between for De Gea, which is a little question mark on that one. But we did answer back and make it 4-1. I believe that was Twansibi's first of the season. So a good 4-1 win there. We just hammered them off the park, and we never really gave them a chance. So that's the performance I was expecting to see. And then, well, it all kind of collapsed. We went to Turf Moor and we played like utter dog crap. Now, my plan was to rest Pogba, Fernandes, and it didn't work. It backfired big time on us as Chris Wood scores the penalty. Pogba did come on and miss penalty in the 63rd minute, but to be honest, we didn't deserve to win the game. The most we deserved that was a point. We were pretty poor. Foyt's pretty interesting. They bought him. It just didn't quite work out. We then went to the Emirates, and another really lackadaisy performance. It just didn't look right, and I think when we kind of mirrored the formation like this, and we might need to change things up a bit, but it wasn't right. It looked poor, it looked off, and we never really got the chances we needed to put this game to score or anything like that. And when your best players are your two defenders, that's kind of a bit of an issue. So I'm a little disappointed with that result, of course. But then things got back to winning ways. I was nervous going into this Napoli game. I was a little bit like, oh no, this is big trouble. What's going to happen here? Are we going to get absolutely, could they come to our place and slap us? And at the end of the day, this is about as perfect a performance. The hairdryer was definitely out during the week by me, and definitely giving them an absolute, a kicking up the asses. If you said to me beforehand, you're going to score 7 in this, I would have absolutely told you you're out of your mind. And to come out in this game and just play the way we did was just ecstatic. I mean, we absolutely took them apart. Just everything that we touched turned to gold. It was the Midas touch of games, and I don't think there's anything I'd be disappointed about. Yeah, we conceded, but I couldn't care less. I mean, we took Kostas Manolas and Kalidou Koulibaly to absolute town. I mean, this is Napoli side's pretty good. Yeah, they've lost Dries Mertens from last season, but they beat us last season in the Europa League and done us the Europa League Cup final. So they're a good side. They've got Alain, Fabian, Ruiz in the midfield. It's not a bad side, but the fact that I still can't get over how dominant we are in this performance. And if this is what we can do in the Champions League this season, if we can win the Champions League this season, that would be a hugely successful season, even if the league is, as I said, kind of gone. So it was just a brilliant performance. That was just that is as cool, calm, and collected as you can be in a play. I mean, we absolutely look at their team. They got Koulibaly. I think Merritt's a good goalkeeper. They got Politano. He's a fantastic player. They got Zielinski, Fabian, Irving Lozano, Insigne. They had Alain, Riyad Mahrez, even had Leroy Sané. I mean, 81 million on loan. Like, it's just ridiculous. I mean, the stats probably don't show how dominant we are in that game. But then again, we did put everything we touched went to the net, and everything Napoli did didn't. So yeah, it was a brilliant performance on that one. We then played Wolves. This was an absolute cracker of a game. It was, yeah, top quality game. Either side could have won it. In the end, I think our defense was a little poor. I think in the end we probably shouldn't have conceded as much as we did. But look, Wolves played, played out of their skin, so you have to give them credit. But it was definitely a Wolves score, we score type of game. As you see there, we got back into it, make it 1-1 after 31 minutes. Then, well, Wolves came back. Wolves seems a bit of a bogey team for me, which is a bit annoying. Jao Matinho here puts it in for Dumfries, who finds Raul Jimenez just unmarked in the near corner, and that was a pretty poor one to concede. I can't stand when defenders give goals like that up, but we got right back into it here. Right after half time, Sengui Sundar puts it into the back of the net, and suddenly we're back in this. It's 2-2. But again, defense letting us down. Set piece there. That header, I mean, it's a good header, but is it good enough to beat De Gea? I don't think so. Defense should be doing better. Thankfully, though, it's 71 minutes. I thought this was the turning point. We were coming back into the game. Pogba with an absolute barn burner into the corner. This is where I thought the game was going to come back, and it just never flowed back into our hands. And I thought we'd get the last chance, and I thought we'd put it away, but unfortunately we didn't. And really, I think when you concede 3 goals, you can't really blame yourself for only picking up a point. Really, that's you're lucky to get any point at that stage. So that was disappointing. And then another disappointing league result. I mean, this episode is just, it's a disaster in the league. I'm going to be completely honest. We went to Watford, and yeah, we let Watford in for too long. We should have absolutely buried Watford. You know, they're a championship standard team. We should absolutely smash them. And, well, yeah, they were the better side. They dominated the game. It took us to 90th minute, and then we finally got a goal. A bit of luck there from Baye to get it across to Rashford for the goal. But to be honest, I didn't think we even deserved a point for that game. That's how bad we were. So, yeah, disappointing games in between this one, but today's Benfica, this is now the sole focus of the episode. I think Champions League is everything now. I think that we can bin off the Premier League, to be honest, although Liverpool can be 5 points behind if they win their 2 games. So I do have to be a little bit cautious about that, but look, at the end of the day, it is about keeping things moving. I have kind of sort of lined how I'm going to make the change for next season, but that's for another day. Anyway, team selection. So, first things first, Twansibi, you're coming in, and then we're going to bring in, where's Jean-Claude? Jean-Claude Tobaido. We need these two. These two are absolutely imperative. So I might go get another defender in the off-season. I'm going to see what's available on the market, because I feel like we need someone just, different. I feel like we're missing. Guardiola has been injured most of the season. I'd love to get him more game time, but unfortunately I can't at the moment. This is kind of, win or go home problems. We're going to put Dalot in here. I think Dalot suits this game a little bit better. I think he's just a little bit better. He's got that Portuguese. So, yeah, that's a pretty good lineup. We're going to go with the positive mentality. And I'm happy with that. I think this is good enough. This has got to get the job done. Come on, lads. Benfica at home. Let's win this, 2-3-0. Let's have a look at the Benfica signs. They got how do you pronounce that guy's name? Tiganov. Victor Tiganov. He's a fantastic player. Lincoln, who's a pretty good player as well. Matthias Henrique, I recognize the name. Florentino Luis, our old player. He's still there at Benfica. Draxler and Bolo. Gedson Fernandez is playing right back. We got Regani. Interesting. Grimaldo's a great left back as well. I was tempted by Grimaldo. And I got Svilar at net, who's an ex-Wonder kid. So, yeah, interesting lineup. We should beat this lineup, but it is an interesting lineup by Benfica. First leg win. Come on, boys. Who reacts positively to that? Jean-Claude about a positive impact. Paul Pogba, positive impact. Nancy Martial. See, that's the type of thing, those 3 guys believing in us. The rest of them, I don't know why they aren't believing in me. But anyway, can Gedson Fernandez actually play right back? Oh, I guess he can actually. Interesting. I would have never thought he could play right back, but then again, don't really follow Portuguese football. So, anyway, Dalot finds Tielemans. Ooh, gets away from that tackle as Portuguese duo connect through. Pogba picks it up, but he gets to get rid of it. Tobaido. Montigne, let's see what we can do here. Pogba, look behind for Tielemans. Bruno, Tielemans, Martial. Turns the attack over to Rashford. I did mean to put Lamar in, I completely forgot about that. But anyway, it's a header inside, and Bruno Fernandes has got to do better from that range. He's got to put that away. Oh no, Umaro Embolo is through. This is trouble. This is real trouble. Oh, thankfully, he just absolutely flukes the shot up, but that was a brilliant break. And that's the problem with some of these Benfica wonder kids. You know, they can make something from nothing, so we got to be careful of that. Grimaldo finds Florentino Luis, ex-Man United, of course. We had him for 6 months on loan. I do probably regret not buying him for 60 million, but I did feel it was a bit excessive when I could buy Tonali for 37.5, but Tonali really hasn't turned out to the player I thought we were getting for 37.5. But yeah, look, you know, we can, you know, go back and make that decision, but we went with Tonali, and to be honest, I think it was probably the right move. Here comes a Bolo. Oh my word, I thought it was in. Julian Draxler, another player, actually looked at potentially buying for the wing, but ended up going with Senquis under instead, and that's been, you know, probably the best deal of this all for 30 million. Here comes the corner whipped in. I feel like we're a bit on the ropes here after 10 minutes. We are definitely in a bit of trouble here. Benfica side has come to play. Here comes Embolo. Back to Florentino Luis. Come on, lads, we got to press. I do feel like we might need to go to Gegen press here. I mean, I feel like we're just holding on here for dear life. Svilar finds Daniel Rugani. Rashford dispossesses. Let's go work from Rashi. Come on. Look for the pass. Finds Tielemans. Tielemans have a long shot. Tielemans! Oh my. How did Svilar get a hand to that? He had no right to get near that one, and somehow he pulls it out. But this is end-to-end stuff at the moment. Here comes Senguis under. I don't think there's anything open here, is there? Oh, there's Martial. Martial's making a run here. Gotta get him behind. Where's the support? Where's the support, lads? Where's the support? Back post for Marcus Rashford! Get in! Get in! What a finish. What a beautiful finish. Can't do any type of accents. Like, you know those type of guys, people who can just, you know, on the commentary teams can do them. I can't for some reason. But Martial here, he waited perfectly. Rashford, unmarked. He's like he had Harry Potter's invisibility cloak on. Just pops up the back post. And you know, you could argue it could have gone to either side. But look, I'm happy we got that first goal. It's the key first goal. We need to get a second, though. We need to put this game to bed. I think 2-0. I think that will probably, you know, make my nerves feel a little better. I'm a little bit nervy. You know, I'm not exactly feeling great here. You know, I kind of feel like I kind of want to, you know, pace around my room right now and get the old notebook out and start, you know, jotting down points for half time. But, you know, I suppose that'll be impossible for me to commentate and do the same time. So we'll keep this going as it is. Pogba picks up a yellow card. I hope Pogba or Junior aren't on I'll get, you know, hadn't got a yellow card in the previous round, because that'd be a disaster if they get suspended. Martial, go on, make it 2, son. Go on, make it 2. It is 2. It's all over now. Paul Pogba with the assist. 24th of the season for Anthony Martial. Benfica, thanks for coming to Old Trafford. There's the bus. There's the trip back to Portugal. Enjoy it. This game is over. It's all done. We should be burying these guys 3 or 4 now. This game is definitely dust, and Svilar just beaten with absolute ease. Martial just can't stop scoring goals for me. I mean, I'd love to get a new striker. That was one of the first things I was going to do, and move him back to left mid. But he's just too good at the striker position to do anything else with him. He until he retires, I think you're going to have to keep him as our number 1 striker. But what a half, brilliant half. I was a bit nervous for the first 25-30 minutes, but we're in control. And yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see from the lads. Great half, brilliant half, boys. Let me do that, but anyway, I can zoom out. Interesting. Yeah, anyway, here comes Benfica. They always got to rocket up the ass at half time. They're going to make it for Lucas Digne now. Space opens up. Martial, acres of space to move in here. Let's see what he can do from the left mid. That's a really poor final product from Martial there. Just needed to wait for the support to come. Didn't really need to do anything like that, but you know, he's had a good game so far. We can't complain. Benfica is working around the back here to Draxler, Florentino Luis. You can see what he would have told the boys, you know, from his time here at United. Of course, we've changed a lot since season 1. You know, nearly 2 seasons on now. But here comes Benfica. Henrique, it's great dispossession by Digne. There's the ball up. Martial goes running for it again. I mean, he just seems to keep going. This guy, he's got a motor. Martial, oh my goodness, he's just on fire. Martial's 25th this season. Unbelievable. I mean, who is this guy? Never in my wildest years did I expect Martial to be scoring 25 goals a season. I think he's done that for 3 straight seasons as well. I mean, he's just been banging them in left, right, and centre. I mean, it almost makes you wonder what our team would be like if I actually bought Erling Haaland maybe and moved Martial back to the left. But yeah, look, we didn't get Erling Haaland. He went to City, and yeah, I guess he can stay there. But look at the team. So Senguis is a bit tired. Might be a potential player to substitute off, but who I'd bring on though, that's the real question. Might have to give Senguis a rest of the weekend. He goes for glory. Probably the wrong spin. Sandro Cruz is now coming on for Draxler. That's interesting. That's pretty much a conceding type of move. Right. It is substitution time. Yuri Tillman's uninterested. Not happy with that. What substitution we're gonna make? I'm gonna bring Angel Gomez on for Senguis because I do want him at the weekend, and he's an important player. Other than that, we're gonna bring Tonali for Pogba because that is a smart substitution to make, and then we'll bring Bruno Fernandes off another 5 minutes. I do want to keep these guys, 100% ready to go for the in the Premier League, because I still do think we have a chance. Like, I'm not gonna say it's over till it's actually over, but yeah, it probably is over. But I'm gonna keep fighting in the Premier League until it's mathematically impossible. Here goes Martial. Gomez freshly on. What can Angel do here? Had a good season so far. Angel Gomez looks back post for Martial. That was nearly a hat trick there. Can he find him? Yes. Oh no, he's offside. Anyway, that is unfortunate, but ends the attack there and then. So let's go to the bench now. We're going to move Tonali back into a defensive midfield role, and we're going to bring on Hannibal Mabry. Mabry's been just phenomenal this season. It's hard to understand just how good this kid can be. I think this kid could potentially be a 100 million midfielder. I have absolutely no plans of selling him anytime soon. Perfect replacement, really, and if he can keep performing, we're in a good run of form, and hopefully we can. I'll have Tillman's on. Like, if he's uninterested, I might just not play him at the weekend, because that's kind of how I roll with these things. I just, I'll just, leave you on the bench and let you, fuss, moan, frown, do whatever you want on the bench. But it's not going to affect me. We're here to win games. This is how, I run my ball club, as some of the American football coaches would say. Here comes Angel Gomez, chance to make it. Oh, brilliant. What a finish. 4-0. Benfica have just been absolutely rammed. I mean, this just makes the trip there so much easier. I can play, I don't have to play the first team. I can rest, Pogba, Tillemans, Bruno. I can rest Martial. Makes my life a lot easier. Lovely finish. Beautifully executed. 4-0. Thank you, Benfica, for coming. Commiserations to their 924 fans that have arrived here at Old Trafford. Unfortunate, yeah. Yeah, at least you came to support your club at the end of the day, so I suppose you can take that back home with you to Portugal. But it's amazing that first half, if they got a goal, like, it's a complete different game. But really, once we got the goal and we kept, pushing, we found them, we found out their weakness, and we kept pushing on it. So I'm happy with this performance. It's an absolute dominating performance, and it just makes life a lot easier, especially when we go to Benfica next week. I can't see Benfica scoring 2 or 3 or even 4 against us, let alone, oh my goodness, Martial should have buried that for 5. That should have been 5. That really should have been 5. But look, you know what? Man of the match today, Anthony Martial. I think he's involved every goal. He did the assist on the first one. He scored a hat trick. I mean, what more could we ask for him? He's just an absolute dominant game, really. So, we just passed the ball around here, waiting for added time to give up. But looks, that's an interesting tackle. Now, do not concede an away goal here. This is important times here. But referee, you called for 3 minutes here. You've played 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Ref, hello, ref. Oh no, this just feels like they're gonna get a scabby, cheese goal. But no, referee blows up. Thankfully, in time. I predicted a draw from Maxi Foot. Well, yeah, you can shove your draw up your ass, mate. 4-0. Gets stuffed. Anthony Martial, 3 goals, 1 assist. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. It was a close game. I feel like the stats kind of You know, look at those two stats, but then again, you look at the chances, and I think that really does show the story of this game. Yeah, great result. Absolutely delighted with that, boys. Well done. Passionate. I'm very pleased. Exactly, boys. Type of reaction we're looking for. Get the morale up. Get things, you know, get going. Chelsea beat Borussia Dortmund 3-1. Yikes. I wouldn't put Borussia Dortmund out just yet. I think they could win 2-0 at home and knock Chelsea out. But that is, yeah, a wonderful, wonderful performance. Hopefully we can keep that up now. Hopefully, you know, look, the league isn't over yet. I know we're 8 points back, but let's look at City's fixtures really quickly, because is there a chance they could mess up? Okay, they're playing Liverpool in the quarter. I thought that for a second. They're playing the league. Not really. I mean, that's the FA Cup. Yeah, no. I mean, it's highly unlikely they'll lose again another game. But look, if they do lose another game, we'll be there to put the pressure on them, and maybe, you know, just maybe we can make things interesting. My goal will be to finish within 6 points. That's my current goal. And hopefully, if we can do that, then we can, you know, start making the adjustments for next season, because I feel like we're close. Like, if you take those 2 losses the way that we've, you know, let's look at the losses really quickly just before I finish the episode up. Burnley, we shouldn't have lost to Burnley. We probably shouldn't have lost to Arsenal at home. So there are results there that I think we can change, and going forward, that's the plan. But I think the league is done. I'm not going to say it's fully done, but we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep slugging away at it. We're going to, you know, keep fighting until the end. But the Champions League is our main focus now, and that is what I'm going to be pumping all my resources into all the time. I'm going to be resting a lot of our players. You know, if we have 2 Premier League games in a week. Let's look at the schedule before we come back, because I think this will be... We won't get to the end of the season just yet. But what I think will happen is I will come back for the semi-final of the Champions League. And look, if we don't get to the semi-final of the Champions League, I'll literally... I'll give 100 euro to everyone who likes the video. That's how confident we're going to get there. But yeah, look, we're going to leave it there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. More to come. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a great week. I hope everything's going well. Hopefully at the end of the tunnel is starting to get a little bit brighter. I'm starting to see a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. But hey, look, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.